Hello, you beautiful viewers out there. Guess what we're going to be doing today? That's right. This will be a video of me clipping my nails. And I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking, sir. Why would I want to watch a video on YouTube of this guy clipping his nails? And I will tell you why, and the answer will surprise you. You have to understand here. This is a video that you do want to watch. This really is, and I know it is, and I will tell you how, and the answer may surprise you, may infuriate you. Who knows? It all depends on exactly who you are now, doesn't it? But there is a little technicality here that I must explain as we go along. Now, first of all, I really do love good, clean clipping. And we got some great clippers for that today. We got this trim here. It's got a little reservoir in there. It holds clippers. No clippings flying everywhere. We don't make messes here. We got it right there, the little bin. And it's a nice clean clipping. And take it nice and slow so it's not so loud, not so annoying. It's fine, it's fine. And there is a little reason behind all of this. A very good reason, I would think. Now, the problem is that in order for you to be able to understand, I'm gonna have to word this in a certain dialect. You gotta be willing to listen, because there are certain artificially constructed forces going about in this wonderful internet space we all inhabit, and if someone expresses something a little bit outside of what is considered to be quite so happy place, they will come down, and they will come down hard. So we are going to be working on our best to avoid that entire. Look at this wonderful cut here. Wonderful, smooth. I need a nail file. That would really, that's part 2 right there. I'm gonna file this down. Beautiful. But see, there is a very good reason for all of this, and I don't intend to beat around the bush too much. I just wanted to let you all know that this is something that you're going to have to come meet me halfway on. You're going to have to be willing to understand. Otherwise, you're just going to be sitting here watching me clipping my nails, and, well, we know that is wonderfully entertaining. We know that is absolutely what you are very much interested in. And we know this because YouTube gives us insight. We have all of this wonderful data that it just gives us all the time. And on every single video that is posted, all this very useful data, very useful, very comprehensive, and of course, very accurate. And this data is how we can easily surmise that this right here, this video, me clipping my nails, is absolutely your interest. Absolutely, unquestionably. This is what you want to see. You see, 2 weeks ago, I was very excited. I was like head over heels. I had just published a project that I was very proud of. I put a lot of effort into that one. That little opportunity had come up where I had the chance to speak with someone in the industry, big film guy, been there 50 years. 50 years? Yeah, that's a lot. And I was thinking, wow, this guy is like worked on a lot of the favorite films of a lot of my audience. And I mean, yeah, those films themselves, they're a little less, well, for one thing, with the, those who shall not be mentioned, they evidently don't particularly like this guy. I would think after 50 years, despite the fact that, yeah, they are a little on the outside of what you would consider the mainstream, just still not make that big of a difference when you're just having a conversation now. If you're dealing with entirely with footage that is already on the site, and you're just sitting there and chatting, what could there possibly be to be a problem? Well, evidently, according to the numbers I got, you fellas really didn't like that. You didn't like that at all. It was not It was not up your alley. It was like, this guy here, just talking about his new film. Who cares? Who cares? 50 years of experience? No. None that I've seen. None that I've seen. Shouldn't even mention it. So we're not. Just absolutely not at all what anyone was interested in. Not in the slightest. So much so that the data it gave was very, like, amazingly low. It was surprising. Like, I had figured, I'd been wanting to do a second video on the channel for, you know, I do one video a week, and it worked for a while. It did. It was very, very nice. I thought the videos were pretty high quality personally. I put a lot of time into them. I put a lot of effort into them. I put a lot of heart into what I do. And, well, for the last couple of years, they have not been doing all that well. It's just, everything's going down and down and down and down. And, you know, I'm in love with numbers. I love math, statistics, just anything involving just being able to crunch some numbers. I am very much into that. So looking at the numbers, it seemed to me like, okay, evidently these things are only performing about half as good as they used to. So a solution there could be to make a second video a week. It would be very difficult. Like, I could not do just another video like I do, because those take a long time to make, and just trying to get that back on its regular schedule has been very difficult for me. Everyone really needs to thank my fiance for really helping to make sure that that is how we're doing things throughout this year. We've kept on schedule, although it might not seem like that. We actually have. And so I thought, you know, this video of an interview with a big guy in the movie, that would be a great addition. Fantastic. I can edit it. I can make it very concise and on topic, and have some great visuals to go with it, and all of that. I spent a good amount of time on that video. I was really excited. Really excited to see about getting that out there, getting my second video of the week, and seeing how well it helps all the other numbers. And, well, it didn't. It did not. And as the numbers very slowly began coming in, there was a bit of strangeness to them. Very, very peculiar how these numbers all kind of were abnormal. As the number of people actually looking at it was well below my estimates for even if it did poorly. Very far below. But even then, just not getting looked at all that much is one thing. But then on top of that, the actual watch time on that, whew, that was absolutely just almost not even there. It was just so far down, which was very surprising to me, as YouTube told me there was nothing wrong with the video. I did the self-certification, I gave the tags, they said it's full monetization. It was perfectly okay. No problems with copyright, no problems with content, nothing, sir. You are good to go. But evidently you all just really didn't like that. You did not like that. You didn't like that so much that YouTube initially, the numbers they give for the amount of impressions that was already only half of normal. But even then, on top of that, the amount of actual clicks on the impressions, the percentage of that was also very low. And then, beyond that, we also had the little issue of the watch time itself. For, you know, not too many people saw it in the first place. And then those that did see it, most of them didn't click on it. And then those that did click on it immediately clicked away. It was just absolute, that was not the video to make. That was not the video that any of you were interested in. Except for the fact that if you look at the amount of likes versus the amount of views, I got some metrics here to work with here. I got a few things written down, a little cheat sheet, if you will, to give us a little idea of exactly what we're working here. Well, the average view duration for about a 22-minute video is only 4 minutes, whereas on a normal video of that length, it would be about 13, 14. So this is like a third of that. So just it was no good right there. Everyone just immediately leaving. Didn't like it at all. The audience retention graph showed the retention dropping ridiculously sharp right at the start. The graph showed it dropping to only 61% at 23 seconds. At the bottom of the blurb, it also said it was 63% at 30, which doesn't match up, but we're going to assume they're both true. But the comment to view ratio, that was for every 65 views, there was one comment. And most of them were very positive. Actually, there was no negative comments, really. There were a couple of off-topic comments asking about other videos that might be in the works, but none of the comments on the particular interview were negative in the slightest. One comment every 65 views. In comparison, the clown review for 2019 was one comment every 135 views. Galaxy of Terror came out with one comment every 105 views. So a very high comment to view ratio for that video, and it was all positive. Not only that, the like to dislike ratio was 99.4%, and the amount of likes compared to views was about one like every 11.5 views, versus Clown is one like every 12.5, and Galaxy of Terror is one like every 12.3. So very slightly above average, but still within the average for the like to like ratio. So what we can garner from these numbers is very simple. It's very simple, it's very clear. It's, YouTube gives us accurate numbers, as you know. So everyone really couldn't stand this video. It was just no. It was not something that anyone ever wanted to see. But they didn't want to be rude. So before or shortly after they clicked pause, before they left, they were sure to like and leave a comment. They'll look out for my algorithm. They're very nice people, very nice, as YouTube commenters generally are. Very positive, very kind people. You do not see negativity in a YouTube comment section. That's just crazy. So it makes perfect sense this video would get just abhorrent kinds of numbers attached to it, yet still have a positive, normal to above average positive reception for all of that. And who can say that video? That was interviewing a 50-year veteran of film. Who cares about that? You care about nail clipping. How do I know this? After 2 weeks, that video's only got like 5,800 views. 5,800 views after 2 weeks. Come on, after the first day, this video, check how many views this has. You love nail clipping. You love it. It's proof right there. Proof right there. YouTube does not make views harder to attain. That is not something they do. I've mentioned that before. They are honest. They're clear and honest and good. But in preparation for this video, well, I should mention why exactly I'm clipping my nails. I might have, as the day was going on and the numbers were coming in and they were so low, I might have told my fiance that, hey, I could upload a video clipping my nails and it would have done better. And we're gonna see if that's the case. Probably is not gonna take that long. But, while I was preparing for this video, collecting all these numbers to tell you exactly how things are going, how clear it is that you just really did not care about that interview. If you did, you'd have seen it, right? It would have been suggested to you. It wasn't. You're not interested. YouTube knows what you like. And what you like is nail clipping. But while this is all getting going, I had the March of the Clowns, that wonderful series I do for March when I can, when things are good. And this has been a great year, keeping on schedule. Everything's going very well in that regard. It's kind of a shame that the numbers have stayed the same or going down, but I have kept on schedule. Videos are coming out on time, but this one has been a big snag because very unfortunately there was a claim that was put upon it, and while I did attempt to take care of that, they have gone the hard road, and now that video will be taken off the site in a few days. And unfortunately, when that happens, it seems that you're not able to, at that point, mess around with the visibility settings. So that video had been set to unlisted, just in case anyone needed to check what was on it. Spoiler alert, before this option was taken, the view count counted as 0, so no one checked anything. But I still had the technical ability to share it out. So, it's not as good as it's showing up in people's feeds. If you watch on the TV app, it's not going to really be that easy for you to get to. But I put it on the playlist, and I put it on a community post, and I shared it out to all my social medias. All that wonderful stuff, and it's been viewed. It's been viewed a good amount since then. And it's been a very interesting thing to witness, because usually whenever I post a video, YouTube says they don't engage in this practice. Like when you post a video, see, some of the sub numbers will just drop. They just do that. Whenever you post a new video, you're putting something new out there. People are going to recognize that, hey, you're there, and some of them just aren't that interested, and they're just going to go away, and that's just how it is. YouTube does not artificially take anyone off. They don't do that. That's clear as day. They are honest and good. They don't do such things. Why would they do that? It's just a natural fact of putting out stuff online. Some people just are going to lose interest, and occasionally they do so at regular intervals with predictable quantities. Unless the video is unlisted, as this one, normally it's within the first, I would say 1,000 views, but now it's more about the first 500. Honestly, it's just in the first hour, whatever amount it is. That's when you get the big drop. But this particular video has currently managed to get 2,800, and there's no drop. And you could figure there's a reason for that. Well, of course, there's no drop, and it's kind of hidden. People who aren't super interested in what's being said, not like this nail clipping video, absolutely interested. People who aren't interested in this, of course, they're not gonna, follow to it, and therefore there's not gonna be. They're just happy to not see anything new. That's how it is. Of course, there's no drop off at that point. And of course, the people who find this video are very much fans, big fans. They have to go through a lot in order to check this. So even though it's only 2,800 views, its current like to view ratio is like 1 like every 4.8 views. That is enormous. The comment to like ratio is a 1 comment every 20 views. Again, absolutely ginormous, wonderful numbers. How could it possibly be so high? It is amazing. It's clear that only the really big fans have been able to find this. Obvious. Which is why it's also interesting that the audience retention graph still kind of looks like a normal, regularly publicly available video. That its first 30 seconds is a drop off of 25% of views, kind of like that huge drop off from the interview video, but lesser. But it's consistent with the entire rest of my content. So, it's clear, it's just the truth. It's not that anyone is messing. It's none of that, That does not occur. They are good people, they don't fudge numbers. I mean, if that were the case, then they'd be doing that for, like, everything I have. And have been doing so for a while. Which would explain if the algorithm is fed based on your numbers. If they're giving it these modified numbers, why I can stay on schedule for so long and keep putting out stuff that I'm very proud of, but for some reason it just doesn't pick up. It just doesn't get shared out so much. Growth in all aspects is down, down, down. Numbers in all aspects is down, down, down. The channel is looking like it's on its way out. It's just people, you guys, you're just not all that into it anymore. I understand, but hey, I'm here for the nail clipping. You'll get the nail clipping, you'll love it, you'll get it. I'm here for you. I'm here for you to give you whatever you want, not what I want to make. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here for whatever they would like you to see. They get to choose what you see, and I have to make it. That's just how it is. I work for them. And this has been really tough. This is what I do. This is all I have. This is my life. And this kind of stuff that's been happening has been really stressful, to say the least. I have been doing a lot of work on my teeth. I've been going to the dentist. I've been getting a lot of work done. I've got new teeth, a lot of root canals. If this keeps up, I'm gonna have to stop. I'm gonna have to stop. I won't be able to get any. I'm gonna have to just stop getting any kind of work done on them because I won't be able to pay for it. And that's hardly the worst. I have been engaged for 5 years. The entire time, this has been what I do. And the entire time, because my fiance is disabled, I have had the need to get to the point where I can comfortably pay for everything, because legally I'm going to have to. And this is making it so I can't actually put myself out. I can't succeed anymore. And it's really been hard. They care about your mental health. They really do. They really do. You're not allowed to see anymore if anyone does that. That is gone, and that is absolutely everything to me. Absolutely. Seeing the work that I put out and the stuff that I am so proud of just that doesn't hurt at all. That is perfectly. Seeing that my medical care will likely have to just end. Great. Love it. Happy. Very happy about that. The idea that I will possibly never marry a love of my life. Joyous and great. Wonderful for my mental health. Thank you, YouTube, for all of the opportunities you have given me. More nail clipping videos will be coming because that is what you want.